Welcome to this segment of Soul, Silence, and Sound. This is brought to you by BeSimply.
Stars, trees, clouds, and the moon. They all have a meaning and they look just like you.
Welcome to this segment of Soul, Silence, and Sound. This is Suzanne, and this is brought to you by BeSimply. I want to thank you all for being here in this moment, and I want to welcome you to once again ground down. We are on this beautiful gateway of earth energy here in the northern hemisphere, and for our brothers and sisters in the southern hemisphere, you are getting ready to feel that yang energy sprout up. So good time for you to ground too. If you notice, there's a lot of energy moving around no matter where you are on this earth plane, that it can grab your attention, hence the reason it's important to ground. And so being that we are energetic beings, and one quick thing, I want to shout out to our brothers and sisters at the equator running that rock and steady moment. And if we think about in a context of energy, that how do we ground energy? And that is a important understanding, because if you think of all these elements that we have to work with, that each one of them is a gift to us. So here in this earth plane, the energy of earth helps ground us, and energy like a lightning strike. If a lightning hits, the earth receives it and helps take that energy and disperses it. Sometimes that ends up in completely dissolving the energy. Sometimes that ends up in fire. Could be all kinds of different things. So we want to have a good understanding of what grounds us. And for each and every one of you, it can be slightly different. However, you're given the elements of this ecosystem to assist you when or if you forget the things that naturally ground you, calm you, keep you at your center. And so oftentimes when we become phonetic, the energy becomes phonetic, we lose sight of what is beneficial, or we resist doing the things that are beneficial. And then we could step into chaos, meaning upheaval, trying to take overt actions to dissipate the uneasiness or the phonetic energy that one is feeling. So this can be felt sometimes internally and then externally and simultaneously. So all of you, no matter where you are, you have the access to the earth. As I mentioned several times over in my weekly writings, is that all you need to really do is go outside and find a tree, sit down, put your back to it, read a book, write a journal, and you will be feeling right as rain within 15 minutes. Or lay on the earth and sit there in Shavasana on your back, prone position, stare up at the sky, activate your imagination, and you will be right as rain. You'll be grounded in about 15 Chronos time minutes. Some people may take less time, others more. Now, once you're in this state, you will remain in the state unless you allowed yourself to be pulled out of it. And that's why this sweet moment to really get our bearings straight right now during this lunar cycle, before we go in officially to fall season, which is coming up in 3 weeks-ish, and then before we go into spring season in the southern hemisphere, and then the slight variations for our brothers and sisters at the equator. And it's really important for you, my fellow siblings in the island nations. Seasons are very different, and it's important that we all get used to calling the season what it is in the region we are in the world. It is not fall universally for everyone. It's really important. It's fall or spring universally, and That's why as we get reacclimated to being an agricultural society and in balance, our brothers and sisters at the equator will have a greater understanding of what you're holding and what our ancestors held from the sky to the sea in creating that center point harmony from those island chains. And so grounding also during this season, there's a couple simple ways that I want you to think about this leading into the full moon, is that the simplest way to get out of the way yourself is to helping hands, meaning that your hands don't have to have any currency in them. You can physically go and do things with them to help others. And when we help others, then we get out of the way of ourselves. We no longer are feeling anxiety. We're no longer feeling depressed. We're refocusing, and we're focused on the present moment. When anyone is in the present moment, they are going to be closer to their full potential. But as soon as you're in anticipation or future casting or ruminating in your past, you are out of your divine self, because you're going to a place that doesn't exist. The only thing that really exists is the present moment. With that being said, when you have your full awareness in the present moment, you can be working more mindfully, meaning that you are in a spiritual practice, no matter what your theological system is, to really bring as much consciousness to the present moment so that you are weaving a better future, not only for yourself, but for others. And so as you ground in the present moment and use your two hands, this isn't about monetary things. This is about how can I help with my hands? And this is important, so important, because so many people are under the guise that everything is taken care of with money. Of course, we need money in this current epoch on planet Earth, we'll call it. We need it in this dimensional field. However, how it's generated is through our heart. And that's why in Eastern practices, and I would say Western, generosity is a tenet, because when we're in generosity, then we are creating this movement of the heart energy of the divine, and we're out of our own delusion, illusion, trauma, drama. We are moving that way. So no matter where you are, you have the ability to help. You could be sitting down to dinner and realize that you could help out someone in the restaurant that needs it. You could be extra kind. You might be walking down the street and someone has a emergency. You can stop and help with your hands. There's all these ways, and that is super infectious, and it creates deposits into your cosmic bank account. The cosmic bank account is energy. And so when we have this grounded flow of energy, not phonetic, grounded flow of energy, that sincerity is felt in the field. So if you're running around doing things in hopes to get right with your cosmic bank account, the sincerity is not there, so it becomes phonetic, and then it dissipates by the time it really sticks. And so when we are conscious and aware in a moment and thinking, gosh, what am I doing that will help, and we have enough science that shows even the generational trauma and ancestral trauma that we're all helping and healing, that even the words we use can be helpful to assist one another in growing and transforming. And this is really important at this point here, because humanity is at a some accumulation of a very unique moment. It's not the first in the universe, but it's a very unique moment. And you all are very blessed to bear witness to this moment, because on a soul level, it can stay with you and give you awareness. So it's like, oh, wow. In any future field of energy, no matter where you feel you're going after this human experience, you can have this awareness so that you can be more conscious of how you are helping yourself and others. And basically, when we boil it down to that, that gives us the ability to build things with integrity and sincerity, and it helps you build trust with one another. When anyone is trying to manipulate and maneuver and grasp, especially with the energy of earth, it diminishes your field and will diminish others. And how this looks globally is the manipulation of land and resources. If anyone out there doing that, realize that we're in a regenerative dimensional field. And when manipulation happens, what it does is it creates scarcity, it creates fear, it creates constriction. And this is keeping you away from your divinity. This is keeping you away from full potentiality. And yes, I would say that's why potentially some of those people are doing this. However, they are showing their own ignorance because they don't understand consciousness and they don't understand the ability to completely regenerate. And right now, if you choose to be in a place, especially just through this lunar cycle, or whenever you get this broadcast, is if you choose to be in a place of helping and working towards your own growth, and when you help, assisting others. And helping is an interesting word, is because it takes discernment. And sometimes we have ideas of what that means, or maybe we have judgments on one another. Yet I always try to remind everyone, everyone's doing the best they can within the capacity that they have. And so humanity has been worked. Each and every one of you have been worked, especially over these past 4 years. And so it's very nuanced. And if you can sincerely come up in the divine and say, hey, I can help, and you do it from that sincerity, it's going to just flow so beautifully for you and others, and will continue to build and regenerate. Because that's where we're moving. We're moving back to that understanding of consciousness and not being afraid, because understand the current oppressors of consciousness, it's not just humans, it's consciousness, are afraid of consciousness. They're literally afraid of consciousness, because if they understood consciousness, they would not try to oppress people's consciousness. It's very fascinating. And there's a serious karmic issue when people start manipulating people on a soul level. And that's where we're coming out of. So what this means for each and every one of you in this moment, as we're grounding down and preparing for this rise and transition of energy, here we are all being held by the mother. And it's not surprise that they create chaos when the one annual time that we're really held by the earth mother and the cosmic mother. And if you allow yourself to be held and you think about what a mother represents, a mother is a selfless human being. She held you in her womb for a period of time, space, so that you could grow into this miraculous human being. That is a selfless act. And then that mother that you have, each and every one of you have them, is in all different forms. It's not just segregated to human species. Everyone has a mother. And then from there, she goes through a process of rearing you, keeping you safe, feeding you. And all of these things are so magical. So this is that moment in the annual cycle that you get to really ground and really feel about what that energy is. And if for whatever reason you didn't have a mother that was tending to your needs or knew how to do that, trust in that. That is a valuable information to understand that not everyone has the capacity to show up Maybe it's their first time being a mother and they don't know how to be a mother. Talk to any first time mama. They feel that vulnerability. And imagine if it's your first time ever in the universe being a mother, you're probably not going to get it right. It's okay. So, but the power of contemplating compassion, regeneration, this unconditionality of receiving and generosity is what will really anchor you in for a beautiful new annual cycle that we're headed in here in the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. And for our brothers and sisters at the equator and the island chains, I really welcome you to really continue to deepen your practice of holding all the elemental forces within you at a still point throughout the annual cycle. It's a very different practice. So, and that's why you all are amazing. Your ancestors, amazing, amazing, amazing wayfinders. So as we go into this meditation, I welcome you to really contemplate what you have to offer for yourself and others. And it's important as we are in this elemental energy of the mother is that you understand what your capacity is. And sometimes even within our natural habitat or our current circumstances, we might have what's perceived as a limitation. However, it actually sometimes opens up more creativity. I know when I'm taking myself and or students or clients through a seasonal transitional reboot and balancing with their nutrition, because of the nature of it, I get so much creative inspiration because there's a simplicity and a focus to what I'm putting in my body that I don't have to think about that. And then it gives me more space to really get all these different ahas and imaginary states. So the final thing I'm going to say about helping hands and helping each other grow and transform is that when one does that and gets out of the way of all the other judgments, controls, dramas, all those things that create obstacles for each of us and others, is that we start to get that inspiration too in those moments. We get this little forward motion like, wow, and you see the ripples and you're like, wow, I want to try to help generate more of that. That's really powerful. And then to sit with it, not grasp for it, but just sit with it like, wow, I'm able to do this and that's special. And I'm so grateful I'm able to do that. And when it's held in that clear pureness, then there aren't conditions on that generosity or your helping hands. So with that being said, I want you to let everything I just said wash over you. And I want you to just gently take a nice, gentle breath up into your heart center. And then exhale out. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. And as you continue to breathe in and out, I welcome you to follow your natural breathing pattern. Keep your eyes focused on a focal point down in front of you, especially if your mind is historically busy.
seen, it is beyond form. Look, it cannot be heard, it is beyond sound. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Listen, it cannot be seen, it is beyond form. Look, it cannot be heard, it is beyond sound. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. seen, it is beyond form. Look, it cannot be heard, it is beyond sound. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Listen, it cannot be seen, it is beyond form. Look, it cannot be heard, it is beyond sound. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. sun. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Listen, it cannot be seen. It is beyond form. Look, it cannot be heard. It is beyond sound. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down. Wait, it cannot be held back. The sands are falling down.
And gently from there, I welcome you to gently lean back and recline or move fully into Shavasana, a prone position on your back with your palms facing upward as we transition into receiving sound. As you settle in, just take a nice gentle breath into the heart and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. And then continue to follow your natural breathing pattern.
Joshayani Vyai Joshayani Voani Vyai Deyani Vai Va O ai ai ane ane vo ane ai ane Ano ai ao ane 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 ane
Taking a soft, gentle breath in and out of your heart center. Gently breathing in and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. And then gently from there, breathing in and out, welcoming you to follow your natural breathing pattern. And taking a moment just to express, not just, but to express silent gratitude for all that you are. Gently breathing in and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And so as you move into the next, I welcome you to ground and feel into, based on what you're building and cultivating in your own inner world, to see where you can reach out and help in your local community, in your own family unit, wherever it might be. And if inspired through the rest of this lunar cycle, incorporate that small act of service on a daily basis. And you might be surprised as how that grows and builds for you and gives you a deeper understanding of what it means to be of service to self and others. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. And I want to thank you all for creating the space to nourish your inner and outer worlds by being here. I want to thank Dante Marino, Random Rab, Kadri Scott. Check out their great work and any other artist of all forms. Pretty much everything that we do in this world is an art form. It's part of the divine creation energy. Support it where you can. You'd be surprised how much change each and every one of you could create if you start thinking about where you put your energy to assist others that are building their own dreams. So, with that being said, this is Suzanne signing out with a full heart, a soft gaze, a gentle smile, a deep bow, and a namaste. Be simply.
The way your eyes feel on me makes me feel alright. And the way your mind dreams for me grabs me and holds me tight. So we dance along the Milky Way and stumbled on the stars and sway till the morning it comes. So I held my faith in nothing above and prayed this wasn't love, like I fell for the sun. So will you meet me in fields of flowers and pass the hours away? And I wanna see you lay down your power, kiss the moonlight and pray. And if your mind's not there, then baby tell me what's in the air. The way my eyes look for you, it keeps me up at night. And the way my mind swells for you, does it grab you and hold you tight? Tell me, baby, can we dance along the Milky Way and stumble on the stars and sway till the morning it comes? So I held my faith in nothing above and prayed this wasn't love, like I fell for the sun. So will you meet me in fields of flowers and pass the hours away? And I wanna see you lay down your power, kiss the moonlight and pray. And if your mind's not there, then baby tell me what's in the air. What do you see? How do you perceive? And what does that leave? I want it all. Let's pass the time crossing lines, but can you define? Do you want it all? Now where's your mind? Where does it hide? Now go and find it. You want it all. So will you meet me in fields of flowers and pass the hours away? And I wanna see you lay down your power, kiss the moonlight and pray. And if your mind's not there, then can you tell me what's in the air? Oh yeah, oh yeah, The way your eyes feel on me makes me feel